Hello, everyone. We're on. I'm still in Greece, and Susan is in Sedona. Just to let you know, tomorrow I'm very excited because I'm going to Bulgaria.
Woo!
I know, and there's exciting things happening over there, and I'm going to be connecting with guess what? Temple of Hecate.
Woo!
And a lot of ancient history is going to come from that. And I'm very excited to share that when I come back from Bulgaria. And we're going to talk about it. But anyway, we thank you for subscribing, liking us, and doing all that good stuff, and writing us little notes underneath. We're going to try to be a little bit more, how you say, answer the questions a little bit faster. Sometimes we don't do that, but we promise we will. Please share our videos. Please share our videos. So because we have exciting things happening, and like my trip to Bulgaria, but I'm going to let Susan talk about Sedona because Greece is very intense. I'm sure tomorrow as I'm flying on the new moon day and Saturn's doing whatever it's doing, the weird stuff is doing, I'm going to be on the plane. So Susan, you in Sedona, you landed, you're more grounded than I am because I fly everywhere.
Yeah,
So tell me what's going on.
well, yeah, boy, it is intense, but it's kind of a thrill ride intensity. What I'm calling it now is it's got some dive bomber energy. You know, you go up and you get these amazing information, vibrations, and then boom, something comes down and you're back in some other kind of thing you need to work through, and then whoop, you're back up again in a creative spot, and then boom, you're down, and then boom, you're up again collaborating with people. So my term for the energy of the week is it's dive bomber energy. And that's what my household feels like. We have a new dog and she's feeling it today. So boy, hopefully everyone is enjoying the thrill ride.
Well, I don't know if you know, I forgot to send it to you, but last week we had a summon resonance, and what
Oh, right.
happened, did you know that there was the blackout for 36 hours and everything was going up and down?
And I knew about the Schumann resonance. Whenever I start feeling pretty physically uncomfortable, it's typically because something's going on with the Schumann resonance, and I've certainly felt it.
And they also talk about the shift we're going to the fifth dimension, and somehow this is the drop down that we get dropped down to the third how you say, the fifth, the third, yeah. I'm forgetting my words. And then we go back up to the fifth. We got to keep pushing up to the fifth. And
Right.
that made a lot of sense because it's happening in my household. It's like, I have an older mother and she struggles a lot. She's 85. So she's back into the 3D, and it's very difficult for me to get her up to the fifth dimension. And I keep pushing myself up there and she's keep bringing me down. So, and that's happening all around us with the older people, of course, because they're so used to that 3D energy,
Right.
And I tell you, it's intense. The more love we have, I just realize we have to send a lot of love, because if we don't, to the people on 3D, they're not going to be able to shift.
Right. And sometimes we're going past 5D, there will be moments where you're up all the way up to 12 dimension.
Exactly.
And so there are many different layers and vibrations in between. And like I said, as you traverse those, it can feel very intense. It can feel very joyous. The vibrations, dizziness, however it's affecting you, but just know, boy, it's a thrill ride.
And then all of a sudden you get dropped down on the 3D, and I'm only talking about the 50 because, it's still in our human energy. I'm not talking about my meditations. My meditations are pretty high,
Right.
But still going into that human level, it's so difficult to even shift up to the fifth, because once you shift there, something's going to bring you down. Once you're very happy and excited, like I'm here, then something's going to snap in and,
Exactly.
get you down. So we're just telling you, it is a thrill, right? It's
Exactly.
what do you call it again?
Dive bomber energy. Also, I have noticed that it used to be, your thoughts would create things and people would, speak different ways and write journals. And boy, I have so noticed any thought that comes into my brain, boom, it shows up manifesting in the world. It's kind of like, wow, I just thought that, and there it is. Yeah.
But that's
So
the
that,
50. That's where they're telling us
yeah,
the 50 will be.
yeah,
That's what I'm feeling. Like we're going to feel the person next door. We're going to, be telepathic. We're going to really feel, are we going to do manifestations very quickly, more than quickly than we thought.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
and as long as we have a feeling behind it of what we say, positive feeling behind it, then we're going to manifest the most positive things we can manifest in our lives. And I think it's about time. I think a lot of us have kind of struggled and suffered and, being on the 3D level. And that's why we're losing a lot of people, because they cannot handle it. People cannot
yeah,
stay on the 3D. It's very difficult for them.
yeah, yeah. No, that's pretty much it. It really is like, it is telepathic, it's intuitive, but even I, who have been walking this path and waiting for this to happen, have been surprised.
I agree.
But with my thought process, is like, it's not an intentional thought, which is where you got to be careful as well. It's just and then it shows up. And so, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things. Things need to happen and things need to just be the way they are right now. And we just have to have the strength to keep moving up. We keep moving up and up and up. And if something brings us down, we just need to deal with it, breathe with it, take a walk or whatever we need to do, talk about it and release it, because we cannot hold on to that energy anymore.
right, right. And even when you do go down, it comes right back up again.
Exactly.
So that is, it's roller coaster would be kind of like this. This is
No. Doom. Exactly.
so it is, it's that type of energy, but it's certainly more intense.
And the roller
Yeah.
coaster for me feels, it's like it's in something in between. This is nothing in between.
Right.
Makes
Perfect.
sense? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the best
exactly.
way I can explain
There's
it.
nothing.
This is like up here or down here. It's not, oh,
Right.
maybe, or maybe. It's not that. It's like.
Exactly. 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 So yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Yeah, me too, about today.
Yeah.
So on that note, we thank you again. Please subscribe. We need to make it to 100 so we can get on YouTube channel, and please share it with people, because I feel that we do have important information to share, and we're helping people every day in our lives, me and Susan, but we love to share it and get more people to feel it and understand it, so they know exactly what's going on. Like that stuff is very difficult to really figure out why it's happening to our life.
Right. So if that can be some consolation to you, that, oh, there are a lot of people that are writing this, and what is this energy? You're not alone, and sometimes that helps to know.
Exactly. So thank you everyone for watching us, and we'll come back to you next week, and I'll have news from Bulgaria and
Wow.
Hecate's temple. Yeah, and maybe
I'm
pictures
looking forward to
on my Facebook.
Yeah, and in closing, we've been talking about the ancient energies, the ancient knowledge and wisdom coming back, and so Hecate would be one of those
Exactly.
energies.
And her parents were the giants, that.
Right. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do a whole thing on how the giants are coming through.
Yes, and that would be good, and combine it with the Greek mythology and the Nordic mythology. So we'll look forward to see you next week. Thank you again so much. Take care.
Thank
Have
you.
a great weekend.